This is the real Randy Chavez coming at you today with a Veve Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that thanks button down below. Super chats as well. I'm sorry I was a minute late. I knew I water. So the reason I was a minute late is because of the potential Marvel Target partnership. I've been trying to go and really find any source that says that. Now, there are a lot of pieces of evidence that points towards the Marvel Target partnership, but I cannot find an actual source. I'll go over the news. I'll talk about this. We'll talk about this at length, but let's go over the news first. So what happened since last night's stream? Ooh, sorry. People collecting a lot of physical, I can't say who it is, but somebody at the con had bought Ultimate Fallout 9.8, a Scotty Young Invincible Iron Man, and a Scotty Young Legendary Star-Lord, signed by him. The ones with the yellow means that those were restored, I think, or either that or that they were signed. I keep forgetting. Comics aren't my bag, baby. But I think they spent like $2,800 on that, or $3,800. I forget how much, but this person was never really a collector of these things before Veve. So it just really goes to show what a lot of people are doing. Super excited about that. We do have Veve Viral saying that after some good old-fashioned floor sweeping, you can finally say that Veve Viral owns more collectibles than available for sale for both a DC and a Marvel first appearance. The Bruce Timm Harley Quinn, he owns 57, and there are only 44 for sale. And then for the Marvel's The Thing, he owns 82, and there are only 81 for sale. So I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really epic. I have the same thing with several of the Lokis and one or two others, but yeah, I thought that was awesome. Brock McBlockchain, at some point last night, early this morning, just texted those eyes, and they had True Tech Junkie says, as if he knows what he's talking about. Brock McBlockchain says, if you know, you know. I don't know what he knows. I don't know what that was about. Internet detectives, do your thing. Kyla May, or K Collections, had on her channel yesterday doing a pre-bingo night thing. Go shoot her a message if you want to. I'm not sure if they sold out or not. If you want to play bingo, I think that's going to be the 14th or the 12th. It's going to be sometime this week. They're going to be playing bingo. They're going to be having fun. So go message K Collections or Kyla May over on the Twitter for that. So Eva was the first one to post this. Shout out to Eva Veveversity. I think I'll be on Eva's or Eva will be on my channel on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, along with her brother. Her and her whole family are wickedly smart. Her brother is not real. This is like I don't know if he's anti-NFT or just Eva's tried to get him into Veve and Omi to no avail, and kind of bring him on my channel. This is going to kind of be the first time I'm having someone on that's like either super negative or has been presented information in an orderly fashion, but has still not bit yet. I'm going to try to get him to bite, try to get him to go on here. I think that'll be really, really fun. So that's some news on that. Moving on here. She had gone on and said, Veve announces Miles Morales collectible dropping soon. Can't wait for that. We don't know what he's going to look like yet. Most people are really hoping that they're not Mighties. Most people are that he's going to be, and I think Dan had said that they're only going to do one pose from now on. Like they're only going to do they're not going to have multiple poses. They're only going to do one pose, kind of like what they had with Daredevil. I thought that was really interesting because if you only do the one pose, they're either going to animate it or they're not. It's not like, okay, well, I'm not going to get the animated ones because they go for so much. I'll go with these ones. I'm really curious to see what they do with that going forward. At the same time, just because you have a Miles Morales one doesn't mean you won't have other forms of Miles Morales or other forms. I mean, there's different universe Miles Morales, so maybe it's a different character. But I like the Marvel Mighties. I have all those sets. I have all those Marvel Mighty sets. I was hoping we get another Marvel Mighty here at Comic-Con this last weekend. We did not. So I'm hoping he is, but again, most people don't want him as a Marvel Mighty. Most people want first appearance as an actual awesome statue, which I'm not saying the Marvel Mighties aren't awesome. I think they are. Anywho. Al Khan said, spent the last 2 days at Comic-Con New York with Marvel and Veve. It was humbling and exciting to meet the Veve community in person. Looking forward to continuing to build the Veveverse and all the excitement to come. So I guess Al Khan is advising on the Veveverse? Because that line, looking forward to continuing to build the Veveverse and all the excitement to come. I guess he's been advised. I mean, also, or he's been advising, I guess, on it. The man has wicked ideas, so I'm not 100% sure what he means when he says looking forward to continuing to build the Veveverse and what that entails. Obviously, having Marvel and Veveverse in the same post leads to some wild speculation that maybe, Disney filed for their metaverse that everyone's dubbing the Disneyverse. But the people that I spoke to that worked at Marvel, they were very, very adamant about making sure it was known that Disney and Marvel are separate. And let's just take them at face value. We play those dominoes out and say that, okay, if they truly are separate, even though they're under the Disney umbrella, but they're a separate company, then you have Disney filing for their metaverse, but Marvel didn't file for theirs. And if Al Khan's saying he's looking forward to continuing building the Veveverse in the same post on Twitter, where he says that, mentions Marvel and Veve together, then maybe Marvel, which doesn't make sense because I feel like Marvel has video games all the time. Granted, a lot of them are by Sony. A lot of those video games are by Sony. And the Marvel people that I spoke to made they took care of their words very carefully. Like the Persian, I guess the Persian didn't do it from 300. Like, choose your words carefully, Persian, as they might be your last. However Gerard Butler said that. They had said that they got bonuses usually for all the partnerships that, they were to get Marvel. But they were not allowed to have any other NFT partnerships outside of Veve. So they were almost like a little salty about that. Like, yeah, we can't be making our money, Chavez. Like, what do you want me to do? But so I think that because they can't have any other NFT partnerships outside of Veve, and when you have, nope, wait, which one? When you have something like this, like so this is on Immutable X. This is a quick from Unreal Engine. On Immutable X, you have amazing graphics. You have amazing gaming. Like, the game looks really cool. The game looks fun. I don't exactly know what the controls are like. Maybe it's janky, maybe it's loud, whatever. The games can have their thing, but there's 0% chance that Marvel is not paying attention to what's going on. There's 0% chance that Marvel doesn't see what blockchain gaming is doing, how they're able to add more line items to their balance sheet, how they're able to add a hell of a lot more users to their platforms as well. Like, how do you up your users? Make another game. Oh, we don't have. Let's say you have let's say Marvel's Heroes, which is like one of the most top grossing games that you can have, which like really nobody's ever heard of, at least mobile games anyway. You make another game like that, and most likely a lot of the people that play this game are going to play this game as well. But they can say, let's say 50 million people play this game and 10 million people play this game, and 8 million of those are shared. They're going to go and say, okay, well, actually, yeah, we have, they're going to add them together. So I think this is a really interesting thing that Marvel, which has had no issue licensing out to Sony or licensing out to other places to make video games, have not mentioned that they have filed for a metaverse, whereas Disney had. So I'm really, really curious about that. If Marvel verse, or whatever it's going to be called, when that inevitably does come out, will be part of the Veveverse, or if Al Khan is just even helping build it. Like, I didn't get the chance to speak to him, so I don't know how that's going to work. I don't think he codes. I don't think he does that. But anywho, let's move on from that. I'm going to have to do like 2 videos today, and so we have Fallout, yep. Crypto Khaki says, just so you know, I don't give a poop about drops not selling out and floors dropping. The numbers I see and care about increasing every day is the community. I could care less about sellouts right now. Once community numbers catch up to mints, it'll all make sense. Comic-Con says it all. And then Brock Blockchain says, but the drops don't even sell out. He's just trolling. He's having a troll. He's just having fun there. OMWTFYB on my way to, well, you know, licensed IP, which I happened to meet a couple times at Comic-Con. Great dude. Says, it was an absolute honor to meet you yesterday, talking to Al Khan and chatting. He had him sign a Blastoise from base set 2, which that's incredible. I don't think he's ever signed a base set 2 Blastoise. I don't know how many cards Al Khan has signed in general, but that's super fantastic. There was some other things that it has been, Al Khan had said to people. I'll go over that when that comes out. We are looking at, I should have had this for the thumbnail. Look at that. Oh God, I should have had that for the thumbnail. Feesh News, Brock Blockchain says 5 days left before snapshot for this month's airdrop. Secret rares up for grabs. Also, one new Feesh equals one entry into a merch giveaway. Also get an entry for every 2x you've already got. Slowly starts humming the Jaws theme. Where the fudge is my Feesh's shirt? Okay, here it is. This is what you could win. You could win something like this. Something just like this. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Also, StreamYard just charged me $240, and I have no idea why. If anyone can, anyway. So we do have the National Retail Federation, which is the top retailers list of 2022. Walmart, Amazon, Costco, the top 10 is, Home Depot, Kroger, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Lowe's Compliance. And it has number 7 as Target with $104 billion in U.S. retail sales for 2021. Not sure what 2022 is yet because it's not over. There was an article. Let's see if we can find it here. The article was it from Forbes? Oh, I think it was from Forbes. No, I'm sorry. I forget where the article was from. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It is a LinkedIn article by Sharon Weissman. Sharon Weissman says, New York Comic Con 2022, Creative Commercial Trends. And if you go to number 10, because she's talking about Comic Con, talking about, different prizes that you can get and cosplays and, marketplace. And then number 10 is Phygital. Saying, like it or not, here it comes. There was a lot of NFT gaming and PFP plays, but 2 noteworthy exhibitors showed us how it's done by partnering with heavy hitters. Veve displayed true understanding of what fans actually want. Sure, they love technology, but they want to share it. They want to feel part of something bigger than them. Now, this has to be taken with multiple heavy grains of salt, saying, quote, Veve partnered with the big guys and exhibited with Marvel Studios and Target, the exclusive retail partner for the upcoming content-based merch, and demonstrated how technology can reward true fans and then provide them with a cool, authentic, and shareable ways to provide ownership in digital worlds as well as in real life, end quote. It goes on to say, Bait Inc. partnered with Ledger, making the produce a gazillion times more desirable and valuable for collector true fans. Now I have a physical too, yada, yada, yada. So I think the way that this reads, reading this for like the 8th time now, saying Veve partnered with the big guys, I'm guessing that she means Marvel, and exhibited with Marvel Studios and Target. This is a retail partner for the upcoming content-based merch. What I'm thinking this means is that they partner with Marvel, obviously, and they had Target there. It wasn't like Target was there. Where is it? Giving out Target gift cards. And you have Yo, I'm Totally saying Bullseye, Curious was there, all leads. Bullseye was there, that is their Target dog, or the little, red O's around the eyes. So I think that just means that they were there presenting together, and, you have Marvel Mighties on the Veve app, and maybe they'll have physical Marvel Mighties on the on Target. Because again, why would Target be there at the Marvel? I mean, it's at the Marvel booth, and Veve was attached to the Marvel booth. Maybe it's a separate deal between Marvel and Target. Maybe it has nothing, go the opposite end of the spectrum. Maybe Marvel just says, hey, we're going to have a partnership with Target. Target dog, get someone in Target dog outfit to hand out gift cards because we're Marvel and we want to announce it. And it just so happens that Veve happened to be attached to Marvel booth, and maybe it has nothing to do with Veve. And Marvel wants to capitalize, like, hey, we have some digital items, Marvel Mighties, they seem to be popular. Let's sell them at Target, and maybe that has zero connection to Veve. Or on the opposite end of the spectrum, it'd be like, yeah, we're gonna go hard with this, and we're gonna give everyone that buys it, some of the profit margin is going to go into a free NFT, a free promo code. Because again, for why why NFTs are disrupting the digital space or disrupting the collecting space is because it doesn't cost $5 to ship. I don't have to take, it's not like Pokemon cards where I have to go and I have to be like, yeah, you want a bunch of these, start with the Ariados, yeah, it's going to be, $8, whatever, and then, $5 shipping, and I have to not only buy the tape and the cardboard and the bubble wrap, but I have to make my happy brown butt down to the post office, wait in line in front of all those old people that are just like, oh, wait, I have a quarter, I have the exact change, and it takes forever. I just have to do that. For digital collectibles, you trade, and that's it. There is zero gas. People don't understand when they say, like, oh, NFTs, and yeah, some NFTs are not good for the environment, but how much do you think it takes to get a pack of Pokemon cards? How much energy and oil and for the shipping is absolutely ridiculous. Pretty sure this YouTube video takes up more energy than the minting or sending of an NFT. But when you have something like that, if Marvel goes and say, hey, we're going to give you an NFT out of the profits that we have for these physical Marvel Mighties, that it's at pretty much no cost to Veve because they get paid by Marvel. And what Veve gets to do is they get to say, okay, right now we have, let's say, 5,000 active users a day that purchases something. And there's maybe 12,000 active users in total that opens the app, looks around, maybe puts something for sale, but doesn't really, buy anything. What happens when people, let's say like Marvel, let's say it goes, I won't even use it, people that want to buy that, and they say, let's say 10% of them, let's even say 5% of them, out of 1 million of them, will actually say, oh, a free digital collectible. And they download the Veve app and put in this promo code when they get their physical Marvel Mighty or something like that, whatever it is. If you get 1 million people doing that, which is really not a lot, because you're looking at it and say, this is 50 states, 25,000 people per state? No, that's not right. It's gotta be 20,000 people per state. No, 200,000, no, it's 20,000, right? Times 50. Yeah, so it's only 20,000 people per state, which is really not a lot. You go and I mean, Hero is already in, I think, Target, and I think it's in Walmart, I think it's in 7-Eleven. But if 1 million people, which is, again, 20,000 people per state, go and buy these, and 5% of them decide to actually go and download that Veve app, then you're looking at an additional 50,000 users overnight. That just, now I'm not going to say all of them are going to immediately start buying thousands of dollars worth of things. Probably a fraction, maybe 5 or 10% of that 50,000. So let's say 10%, 5,000, so even an extra 2,500 people coming in, and yeah, even if they don't collect DC, even if they're not big Disney, and then there's just Marvel, Loki's to the moon. You would. That's an easy increase on their numbers overnight. So, yeah, that's just a little bit more on it. How exciting this could be. Brockman Blockchain goes out and tweets, I'm sure this isn't saying Veve is partnered with Target. I mean, it seems to say that, but I'm sure that's probably not true. So even have Brockman Blockchain saying that is probably not true. Although ages ago they did say retail store stuff, but probably not saying that. Also, good morning. David did hint last year about a Walmart partnership because it was having the Batman Who Laughs. Obviously, we have that as an NFT, and the Batman Who Laughs was being sold as a physical item at Walmart. It says everyone go clear out the shelves or something. I think it was on his Instagram. So yeah, let's see if we can find that real quick. Let's go to the David Hughes, the U. and let's see if we can find it. It was the bat. Oh, I couldn't refresh feed. What the fudge? No. Okay, there we go. Oh, he do be posting a lot though, which 100% makes sense. So I'm gonna continue this, but I'm gonna get to comments because I've been talking for 20 minutes. Bill Gardner says, Randy, what's going on, Bill Gardner? Veve-versity, hello. I was just talking about you. All good things. All good things. Dive Jedi says, before you go ballistic, I think this says that Target is the exclusive partner of Disney. No, it does not. Also, there is something else that I do have to go and do. There is something that I do have to go and okay, wait, maybe I passed it. And there is more I have to say about this. But where is? Yep, Mondo. Yep. LCM. Yep, Comic-Con. Yep. Marvel Veve. I could have sworn it was Ron English. I met Ron English. He's a cool guy. Remember Corno stuff, Jurassic Park stuff. Remember Cornos. Remember Cornos are interesting. Oh wait. No. This is, and David Hughes says, this is my only NBA moments. Finally received the shipment, the Panini NBA Hoop Series. But there was something I could have sworn I saw him buying a whole bunch of Batman Who Laughs. It was at a Walmart thing. Maybe he took it down? I don't know. Yeah, now we're getting to stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with anything Veve related. So maybe I was tripping. Or maybe he took it down for reasons. Anyway, okay, so you're talking about Target. So there is the only other article that I could find that even mentions it is from 2021, or I'm sorry, not 2020. It was earlier it was last week. It's like Marvel Entertainment unveils 2022 New York Comic-Con panels, booth events, and live stream. It's the one that says where Marvel had literally said, a closer look at Marvel premium digital collectibles and more from Veve. And then literally the next block it says, a Target Black Panther photo opportunity to celebrate Marvel Studios Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Can't be there in person. Follow the action on Marvel Live presented by Target. That is the only article where I've outside of this girl's LinkedIn story. That's the only time where I think in the history where I've ever seen Target and Marvel be mentioned together. So I really don't know what to say about that. I'm going to say take it with a heavy grain of salt. Yeah. So I'm not, I mean, I know they want to do digital stuff, but anyway. And I think that was the last thing that I had to, yeah, that was it. Moving on here. Fun times on the sun. So good morning, Mr. Awesome and Veve fan. Veve-versity is Veve X Target would be cool, but when Veve X Randy? I don't know what I'd be doing. I mean, a lot of people want dashi, which is 100% understandable. Also, this Chinese place I went to yesterday had really good scallion pancakes, but sesame chicken is not on point. I mean, I'm still eating it because I paid for it, but, you know. Oh my god, Satoshi says bring on Walmart. Yeah. Walmart would be great too. That did I? It says Target will expand its shop-in-shop partnership with Disney just in time for 2020. I'm guessing you meant 2022 holiday shopping season. Retailer said it plans to have 160 Disney stores at Target locations. Ooh. That's interesting. Then across the country by the end of the year, about tripling the current number, and will grow its declared online Disney presence as well. Wes. Then hero cards are already sold in Walmart and GameStop. Let's not forget that. That's true. So when you already have a company like Hero, when you already have a company like Hero doing the physical stuff in, you said, I know it's Target, I think 7-Eleven, and I think, and GameStop. Are they not in Target as well? Anyway, you know, like, so this has already been done, so it's really not too big of a stretch to say that this won't happen with Veve at some point. Just says pumpkin spice and Big Daddy Randy in the morning. Well, thank you so much. Omi Child, what's going on? All Chat Gaming, straight fire. Just says, I'm getting 2 ads when you go live. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, Fanny says, hello, Fanny. I have more to. Okay, hang on. Check your DMs in like T-minus 12 seconds. Winky face. Okay. Jerry Clapp says, bottom line question, will we use more NFTs in the future or less? More. 100% more. 100,000% more. 1,000,000% more. All Chat Gaming says, obviously more, LOL. VV Darkling says, legendary Roly. Roly-poly, Oly? I don't know. Dive Jedi says, so it would be, my guess, those comics were bought by Mr. Pags. They were not bought by Mr. Pags. Where did my... But no, they were not bought by Mr. Pags. Abe says, Chavez, how well do you think Silver Surfer does? Well, Sleeping went pretty hard on him. I think he's got the number 41, 42, and 43 or something like that. Silver Surfer is really cool. Can you use him as a skin in the Veve-verse? Maybe. But I think it'll take a while. I think it'll take a couple months for a lot of these to kind of go up. Sammy Boy says, Brock posted a link source about Target Randy about 2 hours ago. Did he? I feel like he didn't. Because I feel like I would have gotten that. If you could message me that exact link. Because I have his tweet notifications on and I didn't see an actual link. One was 3 hours ago. It wasn't a link, it was a picture of the girl's LinkedIn article. Yeah, there was no link that he had tweeted. It was just a picture of that. Anyway, moving on. All Chat Gaming says, everyone's still building billions of dollars in investments year over year. We just getting started. Heck yeah, we are. I think this goes... Oh, yeah, so Forbes mentioned in a Disney article, or an article about Disney, they were talking about us. Forbes Digital Assets. Theme parks and virtual worlds. No, it was before that. It was blockchain and NFTs. Talking about all things that fans of Disney brands are known to value. The company has already created a series of NFTs called Golden Moments, celebrating some of its most loved characters and moments from its movies. They go on, but yeah, that's... and they're just talking... Like, people seem to be a little more bullish on these over the past, like, week or two. I'm not 100% sure why, but I'll take it. It just says, your room theme as a Marvel VV booth would be lit. Oh, that would be lit. That'd be great. This Target is dog water on. I think Target's okay. I mean, it's still a large, again, it does how many billions a year? 100 billion a year? And it's top line revenue, you know. So I have a friend that refuses to go on camera because she's a loser. No. She's been working at Target for like, I don't know, like 12 years. Like I think ever since like high school, after she got out of high school. So I'm pretty sure she's like a high-ranking manager there. And she just refuses to go on camera. I've been trying to get her on for a while, just to talk about that, and just to see like, hey, do you see anything behind the scenes? You know, try to get some alpha out of her, and she has not yet. So I'll keep posting. I'll keep asking. Jerry Clouds says Target is major retailer. Says Target then Walmart. All Chat Gaming, that'd be great. Pooski says Randy. Jerry Klaus says, yeah, all that multiple post stuff was all experimental stuff anyway. Alcon knows how to run focus groups. He's such a G. So let's say that all right, what is the difference between politicians and grandma and grandpa? Because let's face it, a lot of politicians are old AF, and so are grandmas and grandpas. What's the main difference between it? Why is one sharp-witted, and why are they just like conniving and just bad? I don't want to say bad. Not all politicians are bad. Some really do mean well, but why are some of these old people that just that have any politicians that have their wits about them, that are still super sharp and super smart, and a lot of grandmas and grandpas are just like, oh, the Wi-Fi, oh, I don't know what's going on, I don't know how to change the channel. Like, I don't understand why, but Al Khan obviously seems to be sharper than me, and he's one of those people that will continue to do this. Apparently, with everyone talking to him and all the interviews that I see, that guy must have been scary 40 years ago, because he's still one of the sharpest guys that I've seen on an interview, that I've seen in videos. That is, I wish that we could take that and we could just, I don't know, somehow in like the 2045 initiative, just upload his consciousness into a computer AI and we have it forever. Because this man will work forever. It's just, he's having fun doing it. Anywho, Derek Klaus says, doesn't Disney own Marvel? Yes, but Marvel is kind of wants to say that they are separate. Separate but equal? No. At least that's what the impression that I got from the guys that I was talking to at Marvel. It's nice that he wants to associate his name to Veve. Dan and Dave are rock stars. Huzzah, they are. Derek Klaus says, the company is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Walt Disney Company since 2009 and is known for its comic book. Yep. Derek Klaus says, including those in the the MCU. Says, I'm sure Disney will merge the two for the metaverse. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, Fox didn't apply for their metaverse as well. I don't think anything that Disney owns filed for their own separate metaverse. Yet CVS did. What is CVS doing in the metaverse? It doesn't really make sense. I mean, but Wendy's, though. Wendy's could do some good stuff. Mill Garner says, Veveverse equals Disneyverse / Marvelverse. Hashtag VisionGate. Could you imagine if they did something like that? Now, obviously, we're assuming that Veve will have, Disney and Marvel and all the and a lot of the IP that we have on Veve in the Veveverse. Could you heckin' imagine? Like, let's just imagine for a minute if we had the Disneyverse actually be partnered somehow with the Veveverse, or we had, Marvel Land and Legoland and Star Wars Land. We don't even have Lego. But like, could you imagine if we had all these things in there and like the mini games? Like, imagine having Lego Star Wars being played in the Veveverse. I would lose my mind. Instant. And could you imagine if it was somehow tied with Omi? Like use, 5 cents worth of Omi and you give your character a amazing boost for, I don't know, the battle that you're going to. There's a warring world and a peaceful world. Like that'd be insane. I would love that. Could you imagine, like, let's say people get to carry items and get to carry loot. Let's say in the Veveverse, part of how they get stuff is you want your Murmicorno to have a bazooka? Cool. $2 worth of Omi. I am 100% going to buy all of my Murmicornos a bazooka in the Veveverse. And then let's say you have other stuff. You have like a utility belt and you have, something else. I would 100% go and pay for that and then be a part of the warring world if there is. I'm just judged by Earth 2, because Earth 2 is going to have a warring world and a peaceful world. But could you imagine if they had that and you're fighting other Murmicornos, you're fighting Mighties, and then you get to, let's say you're fighting all over the Veveverse. Everywhere is a battleground. And if you're a part of the peaceful world, it doesn't really affect you. You see people, fall on your land, and it doesn't matter. But let's say if you're part of the warring world, not only do you get, if you kill someone, you get part of their loot that they drop, that they paid for, but the people whose property that you killed them on, they get a percentage of that too. Someone write that down. Someone take that to Dan and David. That'd be wild. And because you know how much Omi would be burned every single day? Moving on here. Jerry Cloud says, we may be able to mix Marvel and Disney characters in the Veveverse. Yeah, I'd imagine we'd have that as well. I think that should be a relative given. Because that's the beginning of Ready Player One. Noticed Al Khan changed jackets once he got to New York City, New York Comic Con. His jacket was, I don't know what he had beforehand, but he did have a Pokemon jacket at the Marvel and Veve booth. Just says Al Khan is developing the Veveverse on his laptop at home on his free time, and Cavell is doing the coding. Chago Solo says, hello, family. Hello, Chago. How's it going? All Jack Gaming says NFT sets for skins and secret rare filters. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be super fantastic. All Chat Gaming says art. Oh yeah, art filters, yeah. Because Marvel and Disney are walking hand in hand and very quickly into the metaverse. I think they are as well. William Peartree, Guilherme Pereira says, let's freaking go, Randy. Let's get this bread. I love this game. I went for a run this morning, but I haven't gone to the gym yet. I'm going to do some legs, do some biceps. I'm going to try to get rid of the freaking... Does anyone with an air conditioner can't complain about the environment? There goes, well, good luck living in big parts of the USA with no AC. I lived for like a year and a half without air conditioning, and I was in New York. It got freaking hot. There goes, does everyone get some energy credits? People with ACs should not be allowed to own a car. That just says air conditioning compensates for global warming. I love you guys so much. I do agree we should all allowed to burn a certain amount of fossil fuel per year. Slippery slope. Just says the globe is colder than when it was in 2002, scientists. Is it? Is that because like the ice caps are melting and it makes everything colder? I don't know. That guy says, imagine how hot it would get without air conditioning. Oh, I know. I don't want to relive those days. Yeah, causes okay no. No one thinks pollution is good stuff, right? No, pollution is not good. Taking carbon out of the ground and putting it in the air is straight up not a good thing to do. Just gonna turn off my fan because I don't need it anymore. Ugh. Got the window open. I cracked the window. All Check Game says, all parts of us can live without AC. We are way too comfortable is all. Yeah. I mean, you can. It just sucks. It sucks so bad. I'm never going to do that again. Oh, poo. Oh, poopy pants. Oh, God, what'd I do? I've got a lot of... All right, that would be big. Christmas would be huge. Depends. All right, I'm sorry. 1 second, guys. Might be some alpha here. Okay. All right, sorry. No alpha. Oh, Veve just tweeted saying this is incredible. Oh, yeah. So I was part of a Metaverse Life video. And you get to go and see the TIE Fighter. And then it goes, and then oh god, it crashed. It was really cool. That was fun. So Metaverse Life filmed the video over at the Comic-Con. Got to be a part of it. That was awesome. Veve says, love see. So Veve responds to Al Khan saying, love seeing you there. Excited to continue work together and big things to come. Very big things. Oh, a team of young mutants is initiated into Professor Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. We have New Mutants #1, featuring the rare and ultra rare exclusive covers by Philip S.Y. Seitan and Israel Silver Art. Drops Tuesday 11th. Okay, very cool. I'm just gonna see how many. Is it 10,000 copies or is it 20,000 editions? All right, that's interesting. 500 secret rare, 1,000 ultra rare. All right, 20,000 editions. Not bad, kid. ChrisCoffee.eth says, what's the most exciting feature that Web3 can bring that Web2 can't? And Brock and Blockchain says, unbiased, trustless systems, decentralized identity, and tons of other things. Oh, that's good. That is good. So we have Being Real With You. 11 minutes ago says, what if Target shoppers were given the option to buy environmentally friendly Veve official promo codes instead of physical versions? Win. Oh, all right. So that's a really good idea. My friend Julie back in the day, Julie Borowski, you can go follow her on Twitter. She's a pretty big following. She came out with merch a couple of years ago, and she got a little bit of heat because she's American, and she got a little bit of heat for having her stuff made in China because it was cheaper. And she says, "Listen, guys, the stuff is made cheaper in China. If it's more expensive, I want to give you guys the best options, available, the cheapest options available." And she said some people were saying that, all right, well, no, if it was made in America, I'd totally buy it. And she's like, even if it was more expensive, and everyone's like, yes. So she had the option to have shirts that were made in America, so that China didn't get any of the business. And I think a good 30% of the people that said they would buy it if it were made in America, even if they had to pay more, they did. They bought it. It wasn't everyone, but it was a big enough amount that people put their money where their mouth is. She made more money, and, heck, China. And I think that one of the best ways, and I hate I don't want to say uneducated because I'm uneducated. I hate I hate people, like, a little bit of knowledge is very dangerous. Yes, some NFTs are not good for the environment. But again, this whole YouTube video is probably worse than any of the NFTs that are minted. But ours are pretty much carbon neutral. So if you go to Target, and let's say you have it's a lot of like the uber left that hate NFTs, where they say, hey, you could buy this physical item and the carbon footprint is this much, or you could buy this digital item instead and the carbon footprint is this much. If you start to do that, and you really put the left on its head, and again, not all, just like a tiny portion that is the super far left, that is 100%, put their money where their mouth is. And either way, we win. Do something similar to what Matt Gondek did. Hey, made 350 or however many, 500, bats. You can either burn the digital and get the physical, or you could burn the physical and get the digital. So, God, those bats are so cool. I think if you do that, that's a really good idea. I hope being real with you is here right now. And Veve Fanbam says, or items sold at Target will come with a promo code for digital collectible, digitals for us all. That makes sense. Just talked about this on live. We're 42 minutes in, about 30, say 40 min into the stream, give or take a few. So that's really interesting. I'm glad you tagged me in that. Anyway, moving on, yeah. Jerry Klaus says, actually, no one lived in Nevada and Florida until AC was practically available. I mean, up until the 90s, I think AC. I don't. Is AC still is it considered a necessity? I don't think it is. I remember a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode where they had gone and saying, like, no, air conditioning is not a necessity. It is a comfort. And yeah, I lived in New York. It gets pretty hot. No, and I'm surprised I didn't die. I'm surprised I didn't stroke out. Yeah. Harry Claus is sure some of us can live in those parts of the USA that need air conditioning, but not the weak. I'll dig in this. People have lived in both for hundreds of years, though. It's true. Oh my God, Satoshi says, didn't David Yu, within the last few months, say that multiple poses were necessary to give dude justice? I don't know. Maybe. All chat gaming, give me that heart. Abe's been sent and says, can you show the full design of your DBZ shirt with standing, Randy? Thank you. Why, yes, I can. Why, yes, it is. I feel like at that episode of SpongeBob where he's like, is that a Krabby Patty or something? He's like, why, yes, it is. All right. There you go. Abe's been sending. Everyone always likes him. Always likes the comments. We got. Oh, okay. Sorry. We got more people. Bean Rose says, just logged in. Let's go. All right. Cool beans. That was a while ago. I'm sorry I'm not keeping up with the comments and other messages like I should. Sorry. Every now and then I get some alpha. Wait, really? I'm sorry. Good points. Good points. Ugh. No, don't. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Moving on. Moving on, right here. Jerry Cloud says, I'd love to see what would happen to Phoenix and Vegas if the AC broke for a month in July. Oh, I mean, some people would just be, some people can't afford to travel. Some people would just be fans. They'd have fans and ice cubes. Yeah. Jerry says Armageddon. Joe says, I got Ligmo when I shopped at Target. Jerry Claus says, imagine those peeps in LA and Phoenix and traffic jams with no AC. I don't have AC in my car. Sucks. Corey S says, what if Target shoppers were given an option to buy a Veve promo code to secure the environmentally friendly NFT instead of physicals? Yes, I love that 100%. I'm glad to see you here. I just read that. Justin says, I feel you, McDonald's out of pumpkin spice. Oh, Justin, I love you, man. Yeah, same thing, same exact thing. Ooh. Oh, God. Water is my best friend. Jerry Claus says, P.S. I built an Earthship in northern New Mexico. No heat needed. Nights get to minus 30 Fahrenheit in the winter at night. No AC needed, sometimes 100 Fahrenheit. And it catches its own water. That's what you need. Where the fudge did you build that? How did you insulate it like a mother flapper? Send me a link to that. Randy Solomon says, Yo, Randy. I was at New York Comic Con Thursday. Did the Veve team show you the Thanos poster I made them? No. Can you send me a picture of that? How dare they not show me? So honestly, it was hard to. I mean, I said hey to the team and I said everyone. It was hard at the kind of they had an issue getting the Marvel Mighty stuff set up, and they had little not iPads, they had little tablets there. But it was really cool. It was. They didn't show me that, but I want you to show me. That'd be great. Just says, these local slab heads have no idea what's coming. Dive Jedi says, someone doesn't want to go to Australia for some itty-bitty jellyfish and spiders. That is me. That is 100% me. I'm not a fan of things that want to kill you. Mostly. Like, or things that can kill you with, like, that I don't understand. Okay. Mountain lion. That, okay, cool. You can kind of see that coming. It's a big thing. It's a big target. You at least know you're in danger. You could be swimming and a tiny little jellyfish suddenly you're a hashtag. Why? Because of something that you couldn't even see was there just unalives you. I can't go to the toilet at night and have to look every time to see if there's a snake there. I can't be looking at my bed and be like, oh, giant ass spider. Don't know if it's venomous or not. I ain't about that life, guys. Ain't about that life. So, anywho, moving on here. Jerry Cloud says, we all know Joe Biden is cool. Justin says, not grandma. What was I saying? Oh, that was, I forget what I was saying. I think it had to do, it had to do with like KYC. If you did money laundering through like your grandma's KYC account, they're not coming for you, they're coming for grandma. And as soon as I said that, everyone's like, not grandma! That was a good time. Jerry Claus says, Alcon isn't that old, 76 is not that old. I don't know, man. I feel like there's been memes where you talk about like, oh, my grandparents not understanding a word I'm saying, but them smiling and supporting me anyway. I've already lost several steps from when I was 25, which I'd lost a step from when I was 20, lost a step or two since I was 16. I'm already, why are pro gamers in their teens and early 20s? Because once you get to like 24 or 25, you're just not as good. You're not as quick. Your reaction time just isn't there. It's got to be so lightning fast. Humans just don't get, for let's say like fighters, fighters in their prime, like, 29, 30, 31, give or take. Add a 31 for me in there. Um, but you typically don't see like 39-year-old fighters fighting like 24-year-old fighters. You're just at your best when you're younger. Same thing with like dancers, like strippers, like, usually best when you're young, like gymnasts, usually best when they're younger. A lot of the body just, you know, is not was not I don't think ever really meant to live for this long. Um, like why did all of our grandparents have, or great grandparents have kids in their 20s? Because for a while, why is it like, back in the day that like, like I don't know, like as soon as you could breed, basically, you were married off, for like a goat and some cheese. Why? Because humans were dying at like 35, 40. They had to have kids at, like 15, 18, because, humans didn't live that long. Obviously now it's a bit different. Um, but I feel like we're in this really weird thing where people that should have died long ago, you know, okay, there's medicine now, and there's, treatments, and it's just, and I'm not saying these are bad things at all. I'm just saying that it's, if I've already felt myself lose several steps at 31, what the fudge is it going to be like at 40 or 50? Now, granted, it's being said, I've only dated women in their 30s and 40s. I've only dated two women in their 20s. They're you, and it is different now, because like when I was younger, when I was a kid, when I was like, 5, 8 years old, if you were 50, you were dead. Like, you looked old, and you looked tired, and you just looked depleted. And now, like, I've dated two women that were 50, and they're still hot. Like, you can't tell me there aren't a bunch of male actors that are 50 that are still like gorgeous AF. We'll go with women as well, because again, I like the older women, but I'm a little biased. I like the older women. Um, it is shocking when you have people in their 70s that are just like sharp and quick, and because the only time I really see it is politicians. I don't really spend a ton of time around like a bunch of old people. I mean, some veterans every now and then. If I'm at a bar and I see someone with like with a hat on, and they were in like, I don't know, Korea, World War II, have a conversation, and they're obviously a lot older. Um, just because, hashtag veterans. Dude, Veterans Day next month. I'm gonna eat so much. It's gonna be so great. All the free food. Um, so yeah, when it's just politicians that are just like, for the most part, just out for themselves. Seeing someone that's just such a good, pure soul, but also, don't mistake the kindness for weakness. That dude is a tank. That dude is a football player. Coming at you. It's just really exciting to see. So, and I know we're getting like way off topic here, so I'll get back to it. Um, Justin says Quentin Tarantino ex Hunter Biden movie would be Queen Maka. That'd be wild. I remember the movie Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I think it'd be great if they could do a Barack Obama like ISIS hunter or something like that. Like that would really be cool. Darth Chaos says, "Hello there, General Darth Chaos." Jerry Cloud says Hunter is going to be charged by DOJ. It looks like. I'm not going to get too much into the Russian Biden Trump money issue, because it's very, very long and very, very complicated. But maybe they do. Maybe they do. Justin says, I met the king down in Guantanamo Bay, Jerry. Met the king down in Guantanamo Bay, Jerry. Jerry Cloud says, that sounds like KMFDM lyric. Justin's laughing. Jerry Cloud says, Khan changed into a jacket pretty quickly once he got to that Marvel booth. Did he change? I know once he was there, he had his Pokemon jacket on. Did he change into it, or did he change out of it? Let me know. Omi Child says, Hero is being sold at Foxwoods Casino. I thought that is interesting. That is very, very interesting. Dive Jetta says, Bonjour, Fanny. Jerry Cloud says, hero in a casino. Neat. That is really neat. That is really cool. Am I going to get a tummy ache from eating these? These are... I heated these up, but... And I only got them yesterday. But... they seem quite old. Only Child says, mostly sold sports, but cool to see hero. Agreed. And yeah, one sports, man. One sports on Veve. Jerry Cloud says, they really know that degenerate gamblers love NFTs. We do. Javi Gonzalez says, just got here, what I missed. Well, you got here at about only maybe 18 minutes ago. It's not that bad. I don't know, man. There's a lot. There was a lot that was going on. We've got some, all right, being real with you, just as some showroom floor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Real Randy Chavez, I love this game. Oh, he's got a bunch of Mighties in there. He's got a Mysterio in there. Oh, he made it all comic booky. That's really cool. Being real with you, got some fun stuff over there. Xing out of that, Xing out of that, Xing out of all of this. Is the Veve promo code purchase at Target? I suggest a Randy Chavez live stream. It could be blind box. Imagine buying your kid an Xmas gift, and it could be worth $1,000. Oh, dude, that's a freaking fantastic idea. The Veve promo code purchase, you know, at Target, if it's a blind box, imagine buying your kid an Xmas gift and it could be worth $1,000. Like, let's say if it's a... We're going on bed for this. Okay. Okay, so let's say... Oh, my body. Oh, it hurts. Oh, my back. How am I going to go to the gym later? Oh, probably no. I am. I need to. I'm fat AF. Okay. Imagine going... Imagine, I mean, if they're going to have this nationwide, if they have this type of thing nationwide where it's, let's say 1 million. Let's say there's 1 million of them, 20,000 each state, right? You know, average, give or take. I don't think 20,000 New York versus 20,000 Alaska, you know, a very big difference. But let's say they do it as a giant drop out of 1 million. Let's say there's 200,000 common, right? Actually, let's say there's 500,000 common. And then there's 500,000 common, 250,000 uncommon, so that's 750. And then there's 100,000 of the rare, so that's 850. So we have 150 left, and we just did 100,000. So that would be 80,000 of the ultra rare, because then we'd have 70,000 of the secret rare. No, we'd have to do something like maybe 500,000 of the common, 300,000 of the uncommon, and then 100,000 of the rare. So this was only 100,000 left, and then we do like 70,000 of the ultra rare and 30,000 of the secret rare. I think I would like to do something like that. But yeah, could you? I mean, all of what we do is pretty worldwide, though. 1 million's a lot. But if it's a blind box, promo codes, Target. I mean, still, 30,000 is a lot for a secret rare. Like, that's how many mints. But if it's a Target, people are going to get it anyway. I don't know. I don't know if I would do that. And again, what would they be? They'd obviously be Marvel something if it is that partnership. But they didn't say it was. Or, I mean, if we're suggesting that it's just a Veve thing and not a Marvel thing, I mean, imagine if they had their own IP for this. That'd be insane. That would be a cool marketing campaign, though, to go and say, "Hey, we're giving out a letter V, like V. Veve is going to be like a ultimate machine, like, you know how they have for Power Rangers, they have like Triceratops, Mastodon, Saber-tooth Tiger, Pterodactyl, Tyrannosaurus, you know, and then they're all their own separate Zords, but then it switches, and then they turn into the giant Megazord, and they have a sword. Imagine the letters VEVE, 2 blue and 2 white,
And let's say, the blue is good and the white is evil, whatever. Or evil, but they're just like bad guys. They just war with each other, right? And they all have different things, like kind of Cuphead. It's got a little gun. Let's say one V has something, one E has something, and the other V and E have something else. As far as weapons, one's got a boomerang, one's got a staff, whatever. And then there are other characters called FUD for FUD, and then they invade the VV verse, and then the VEVE, they all get their asses kicked like separately, so they have to morph together to form VV, the VV verse. Like that would be absolutely wild. That'd be a great game. That'd be a great marketing campaign. You could buy the separate letters. I would love that. And that would get us into like pretty much every household with a kid, which most places is, I feel like most people have kids. How the human race keeps going. Now, where was I? Omi Child says bought a pack, my first from retail. Omi, how much? Omi Child, how much was that pack? And let me know how much you would pay for a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive digital pack. I don't know how many of those are left. Jerry Klaus says, oh, they sell sports card physicals? Yeah, 100%. Omi Child says, LOL. Bill Gardner says, huge. Omi Child says, old school sports cards. RV says, hi, Randy. Just a quick question. I have 200 gems to spend. Any ideas? All right, while I'm looking for that, Bill Gardner says 2 words. China. So good. I'm going to have my friend Jason Scoop on at some way. He's a comedian. He does like a Trump show. Like, it's really funny. He's like, and in today's news, he's really, really good. 200 gems. Oh, God. So I bought a Mace Windu lightsaber the other day. That was really cool. I like the lightsabers. All right, let's go to full sets. Let's see the stuff that I got. I like sub 100 season ones. You're not gonna get for $200. That's just, well, I don't know. Let's take a look at the Cryptkins. Let's say common Bigfoot. It's $11. $11.80. Well, let's take a look at the sub 100s. You get number 63. You can get a number. Oh, you can get a number 96 for $85. That is not bad for a sub 100 season 1. Again, it's a Bigfoot. How many people are going to be collecting that? Probably not a ton. Chupacabra is $11. Ooh, $11 on the dot. And you can. Oh, I was going to say number 2. I looked at the third one. It's like $21, but it's number 294. The cheapest one is number 78 for $125. There's some uncommons. Let's look at Nessie. Nessie has a. You can get Nessie for $8.50. That is probably one of the cheapest things. But there's 0 sub 100s. You can get a Ness for $8. You can't get a sub 1. Yeah, this is what I mean. You can't get a sub 100 for a decent amount of the season 1 collectibles, even though the floor is $8.50. Sub 100s don't exist. The floor on this last one, $8.97 for the Yeti, and the only sub 100 out there is $119, which, like, where's the cheaper option? There is none. There is no cheaper. There's no other option in general. There's not even a more expensive option. That's the only option you have. Yeah, these sub 100s are very, 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 very stupid undervalued. Stupid undervalued. If I had 10 grand, I'd buy them all. And again, it's from things that aren't really that popular. Like I think there's not bubbles. There might be no bubbles anyway because there's not a lot of her. No blossom. Sub 100s. The Thor Love and Thunders, I don't think there are at all. Like so be advised, it's $285. And my friend, we'll call him Big Bad Buckeye, because that's his name on here, has 201 of these. There's legit 534 of these that were redeemed. I don't know if the other ones were burned, or I don't know what happened, but there's not a lot. And you have the cheap, so Big Bad Buckeye, who has number 60, he has 201 of these out of the 534 that exist. And the cheapest sub 100 is $2,000. I don't think that's worth it. Because there's so few of these anyway. If it was like
$700, I'd be like, okay, a little different, but yeah. So you can't get the Thor: Love and Thunder, but I like the Mighties. I like the Mighties. Marvel. All right. So the Ghost Spidey. I have 7 of her, of the Ghost Spideys, and I think I have a. Yeah, I got a number 56. So the Ghost Spideys I really like because she's super cheap. There's 69 for sale. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. You can get it for $18. Well, under 19. It's like 18.49 or whatever. Yeah, you can't get a sub 100 though. Like you can get a 55 number 55 for $300. Kind of a lot. Kind of a lot right now. I mean, it won't be in the future. Like in the future, this will be $100 for the floor, and the sub 100s will be like 800 to 1,000. But yeah, this is. I mean, there's only 69 in general. So if you take a look at it, you could spend, let's say, $210, buy the bottom 10, and then you'd have to spend about 260. So you'd be spend about 470 to buy the bottom 20. So 470 by the bottom 20, then you're going to have to spend about 350. So 470 plus 350 is 520, so that's $820 for the bottom 30. So if you could spend that 820 to buy the bottom 30, and then suddenly you've more than doubled because now the floor price is $45. People see them, getting taken away. It's not bad. Let me do the opposite of these ones. See with the hot from price, not the price. High to low. Addition. No, wait, what the fudge? I guess I'll do addition low to high, and then I'll go to the opposite because I want to see what the highest addition number is. 14,876. Not really worth it. But yeah, I would say get a Ghost Spidey if you only have 200, and then you have 180 left. The Spider-Man 2099, there's no way that's $200. It's $350. But that one's really good as well. I would say the scarcest, I think, is Beta Ray Bill. Has 1,500. Yeah, there's only 1,500 Beta Ray Bills, and there are 25 of them on sale. You can get them for $174. But if you want all the Marvel Mighties, you need a Beta Ray Bill, and I think that's the scarcest. Let me go to see what the sub 100 is of him. Wow, 41 for $3,900. It's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. I don't think, but you get a number 63 for $240. So if the floor is 174 and you get a number 63 for $240, that number 63 is good. Like I said, I think that is the scarcest secret rare at 1,500. Unless it's Deadpool the Duck. No, it is him. It is the Beta Ray Bill at 1,500. That's the scarcest. Because the only other secret is Deadpool the Duck, but there's 1983 of him. Yeah, no. So I would say get that, or just a couple Ghost Spideys if you want to stack. Yeah. Moving on here. Bill goes 2 words: China. Digetta says burning physical collectibles wouldn't be very environmental friendly. That's a good point. I'm an idiot sometimes. Burning physical collectibles would not be environmentally friendly. See, like I said, I have a lot of ideas. Not all of them are good. Not all of them are good. Most of them are actually not good. Most of them are pretty bad. This is why I have so much respect for like Eva, who she has the same thing as me, where thoughts just go through your mind a million times a second. But most of what she says is very, very smart and intellectual, and a lot of what I say is just word vomit. And every now and then I'll have a really good idea. Corey says the Veve promo code purchase at Target. I suggested they could be blind box. Imagine buying your kid an Xmas gift for $1,000. Yeah, Corey. I remember. Well, good. Dive Jedi says, oh my god, Satoshi is correct. David, you did say that. Only one pose might not do a character justice. Maybe. which I'm confused why Daredevil. Like Daredevil's, maybe I'm biased because I love Daredevil. I think he's an awesome character, you know. So they probably won't do 4 poses again much. Maybe 1 or 2 at most in general. Yeah, I think Mysterio's 2 poses. Jay Cloud says Randy may not have AC in his car, but he doesn't commute to and from work every day at rush hour, which is smart. I don't work. This is what I do. Jay Cloud says Earthship will change your life. Actually, I forgot to ask y'all. I missed myself about an hour of this. If everyone can go smash that like button, that is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and super chats and all that. But yeah, free way. Attention! We have confirmation. No, Veve Digital Collectibles will be going offline for maintenance for approximately 3 hours, beginning at 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We appreciate your understanding, and we'll be back up soon after. David Hughes hairline says search bar maintenance. David Hughes hairline is awesome. I don't know what they'll be doing, but hopefully we get an update. We shall see. We have Mr. MC1 says, thank you, Veve Official, Marvel, David Yu, Dan, and team for an amazing weekend. And Reese says, right back at you, sir. Mr. MC1, we have to talk still. We haven't, well, he's a doll. I love him. Nicholas, Earthship will change your life. Sounds like it will. Just says, shake the toilet. Jay Claus is excellent. So you can buy an old Hank Aaron card at Foxwoods? I don't think you could buy, I don't think that's super rare. I don't think you'd be able to buy that. Just says Bogenspick. And she, Drads says, how's it going, Randy? What up, Drads? Things going fairly well. I just had an amazing weekend at New York Comic Con. Oh lordy. Oh double lordy. Not triple lordy. What the fudge? Oh wait, hold on. I am, yeah. Did Target declare bankruptcy in Canada? Oh no, that was a joke, never mind. I'm trying to, alright. Who's more, trying to casually mentioned. Yeah, so I messaged that girl Sharon Weissman about like, hey, have her coming on the podcast because she wrote that article on LinkedIn. I'm ready. But she hasn't gotten back to me yet. Let me go on and try to check if she's. Nope. Maybe it's not working on my phone or anything. I don't have yeah, so I messaged Sharon Weissman. Hi Sharon, my name is Randy Chavez. I run a YouTube channel where I interview interesting people about interesting things. Just read your article and I'm fascinated with what Fidgetals can do. Is there a way I can get you on the podcast soon? Thank you for your time. So yeah, be advised guys, I don't use LinkedIn like at all. So I literally have 5 connections on there. I never use it. Oh, also it's private to me, I guess. I don't post on there. I don't do anything on there. I think I have like 2 interests in companies. Yeah, I don't have a thing. So if you try to connect with me on there, I won't see it. But I'm really curious why she's probably had a lot of messages today. Anyway, Dive Jetta says my mom is 81 and the webmaster of our local online newspaper. Interesting. What's up, Drad? How you doing? Jerry Klaus says my reaction time is fine at 55. My cardio is fine. Takes longer to recover. Plenty of professions require mind and not high level genius. It's a good point. It's a good point. That's a fair distinction. Um, yeah, I mean, so the job that I did in the military was just it wasn't like combat or anything. I mean, not really, not where I was. It would have been slight combat if I was in like a combat zone, but I was not. Um, so I didn't need to have like crazy reaction time. I was driving a forklift. I mean, I did have to be really precise with things, especially with like the 60Ks that I would drive or the Howersons or C5 staircase truck. Um, but people do that job into their 40s. I mean, not really, because I eventually you really go and you're in like a supervisory role at that point. So yeah. Randy Solomon says, DM'd you the Thanos poster on Twitter. Okay, all right, Thanos poster on the Twitter. I am going to. Okay, there it is. Sorry. Message request from Randy Solomon Grundy. Oh, that's epic. Got David over there as Thanos. Then you got Reese. You got Alcon. You got Dan, and then you got Alex over there, and then you got Veve as the other one. As that's really cool. That's pretty dope. That is pretty dope. So give that heart. Moving on right here. Far says, hello, Randy. Best greetings from Germany. Oh, well, guten Tag. Jerry Klaus says, peeps were living to 100 in the Middle Ages. Not many, of course. All the founders of the USA lived into their 80s. I mean, yeah, that's true. That is true. You do have people living long lives. I feel like those are the exceptions, not the rule, though. Jerry Klaus says, people living longer because they work out a lot and learned about that is true. Yeah, it's a lot of nutrition got better. Nutrition got a lot better. People finally started working out and lifting, and yeah. X-Force says, what up, my boy? Long time no talk. Question, what up, X-Force? Will Veve be at MegaCon next year in March 2023 in Orlando, Florida? And if so, can't wait to meet you in person. Yeah, okay. Not that they've told me. I mean, this is a fun. All right, hang on. Let's go back on the bed. Oh god, my body. Yeah, you see that triple chin there. I know they're probably going to want to up their presence at some point, but if they are going to be at other places outside of the two, San Diego, New York Comic Con, and then the London and Anaheim Designer Con, I guess they had the kickoff party as well. If they're going to do something like that, I would not expect David and Dan at all of those. I would expect David and Dan at those, but I would not expect them if they're going to do like 4 more smaller cons, or other different cons. I wouldn't expect them at that because it's a lot, man. It's a lot to travel. It's a lot to do this, and it takes away from other stuff that they're doing. So be advised, they still have to work. Like they still have to go and do stuff. Yeah. I'll ask though. I'll ask David. He'll be on the podcast. I'll in like the next week and a half, 2 weeks. I'll be doing a 69-hour podcast. I got Reese, Dan, and David all to agree to come on. So at some point they'll be doing that. I already told David that. I was like, listen, you can tell legal that I'm just doing the 69-hour podcast. I am not doing it so you'll come on. He told that story where he's like, yeah, legal had texted him, said like, this, because it wasn't me that said it. It was everyone else that was in the comments, like, stream until David Yu comes on. It's like, they're on like
they're doing like 20 hours already, and they're gonna do more. Just go on real quick. And I was like, no, dude, you didn't have to do that. But that was a funny story. But he said he would come on this one, even though I told him he definitely did not have to. So shout out to him for that. But I'll ask him when I'm out to lunch with him in November at DCon about that, about other cons, X-Force. Just remind me. Jerry Klaus says World War II. LOL. Does World War II peeps like 98 now? I've talked with several of them. They're cool peeps. They're the ones I've met anyway. Dive Jedi says, ha 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 ha. I'm 56 and never slept with a woman over 44. Oh. Well, I've got you beat on that. I won't say how many. I won't, but yes, I've been women over the age of 44. Last girlfriend was 48. Jerry Cloud says, there you go, Dive Jedi. Smart. Maybe he did change into the jacket con. Maybe. Jeremy Novak says, hello, Dashie. Oh, hello, Randy. Oh, hey, hello, Dashie. Ooh. Corey says, love this VVIP idea, Randy. Fun villains. I know, right? Joseph says, that could backfire from a meme's perspective, in my opinion. Oh, what could backfire? I forget. Dive Data says, you can buy a full set of Disney villains for about 45 gems. Pretty good deal for MCP, but that is another good point. Those Disney, like the first appearance of Disney villains, and they have music, are like $11. Like, let's see what they are. Oh God. Oh, my foot. Oh, I hit my dresser. Oh, the agony. Okay. Oh, moving on here. Let's see what we've got. Let's go to the tape. I don't know what that's from. Like, let's go to the tape. Let's see. Disney villains, where art thou? All right, you're not at the bottom of the list. So let's see where you are on the top. Because I know I have the set. All right, Disney Villains Collection. Jafar is 24 doll hairs. Let's see what he is on a sub 100 level. The cheapest you can get is $299. Number 56. It's a lot. Would not get that. Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts is $5.60. I get she's an uncommon, but that's so cheap. All right. And the cheapest sub 100 is $160, but oh my God, the $5.60. How many of those can you buy? Spend $60 and get 10 of her. And then you spend $70 and get another 10. So you can get $130, you get 20 of her. Now, I get it. You know, there's 10,000 of her. But man, do be a lot. All right, how about the Queen? You know, the one I'm buying. Oh, I have 2 of her. $10.90. So the sub 100s, you get number 69 for $218. Not worth it, but you know. And then you have the common, the Ursula, $6. Wow, $6 hairs for Ursula. And you can get a number 77 Ursula for $59. That is worth it. That sub 100 is worth it. And a number 82 for $70. I think that's worth it as well. Because the next cheapest number 47 at $477. So I definitely think those are worth it. Wow, yeah, these are stupid cheap. I don't think I have any other. I don't think I have gems. Oh no, I have 19 gems. I guess I'll wait for the comic. You know, we'll see. Digest said they're not Mighties, but same style, right? Yeah. I think the Mighties are a little more popular. Cosmo says, what will happen once the Omi supply is going to get burned? Then the price goes up. Watch Any Price. Randy, tell me more about Veve logo utility. Okay, so the official utility, you know, let's have a little snack for this. Let's have a little snacky time. This is not good. Okay, this is straight. I'm going to try one more piece. A little better, but I cannot eat that anymore. You know what? I'm gonna take you guys with me. Oh, while I go and get some water. And I tell you about the utility that we have for the Veve logo. So they did announce in I don't know if it's a promo or if it's a, oh, am I alone? Am I alone in this house? Hold on. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so it was announced the other day that you were going to have 4 times a year, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times a year, you're going to be able to go to David and Dan at those events that they've already mentioned, you know, the San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con. You're going to have the London and Anaheim DCon. So I'm going to be traveling 4 times next year to go see them. And no. I gotta see if they're gone. Oh, they are gone. Cool beans. I'm gonna go sit. Let's sit, shall we? They do be doing construction on this house though. So let me go and, or maybe, oh no, I don't need that. There we go. Ooh. And when you go and show them the logo, oh, my phone. When you go and show them the logo, they're going to give you a physical item. Now, I don't know if the physical item, the mint number, is going to match the number that you have. If it is, then, you know, try to get the lowest number possible. But, excuse me. But if it, I don't know if they would do that. I guess they could. They could see it right there. Oh, Chavez, you have the number 41, which, also be advised, guys, that I never had a, that, you know, they gave me a random card. David at San Diego Comic-Con just took out a stack of cards, gave me one at random, said, here, cool beans. And then when I got one, it happened to be number 41. I thought that was something they did on the back end. When I ran into David, he's like, you got the number 41? I was like, yeah, you guys didn't do that? He's like, no, we don't do that. I was like, well, fudge. Oh, I got a number 41. So that was really cool. It just happened by accident. And I'm so bullish on that. And he was really excited because I think the mint number will matter. I'm pretty sure that mint number will matter. So I told people that the number 42 and 43 golden moments were undervalued. Obviously, I have the 41. That's not for sale. I mean, it is for like $4.2 million. Nobody's buying that. So what I decided to do was tell people the number 40. If I had an extra $100,000, 80,000 would go into Omi, 10,000 would go into the number 42 and 43 because they were 5,000 and I think 4,200, whatever. And then I'd have, you know, an extra 10K just, you know, for life. But what happened was, number 43 was bought, and I was like, okay, well, number 42, 5K, somebody go buy it. And someone bought it. And that's just for the utility that we know of. A lot of people were asking me at the party, or not at the party. There was a party that was going on Friday night, and people were asking me, oh, is this a Veve logo, you know, gated party? I was like, it's not, but that could be something awesome in the future. So I think in the future there will be something like that. I'll probably when Omi moons, I'll probably have something like that. Dr. Profit might have something like that. Pretty much anyone with a lot of Omi might have something like that can pay for it. Obviously, you know, you could be rich in collectibles, and then you'd have to sell your collectibles for some of the party. You know, it might not make sense, but yeah. Alan Thompson says, like button smash. Thank you so much. Matt Johnson says, hey Randy, good to see you, man. Thoughts on Mysterio long term? Looks pretty great. It looks really great in AR. If you've looked at that in AR, it looks fantastic. A buddy of mine got matching, I think 122 or 123 set. So that was cool. Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's part of the Sinister Six. Makes sense. Jerry Cloud says, in the old industrial world, you were beaten up pretty good. Yeah, that's true. Be able to be dying on the job super early back in the day. Joe says, I didn't realize how small it is inside M1 Abrams. You're like inches away from the turret cannon thing. Ooh, that ricochet though. Jerry Cloud says, I was at an Air Force show once, or I was at an air show once where a kid ejected himself from an F-15, 16. Jesus. Is he okay? Miss Hamilton says, Randy, looking to buy 10 million OMI. Where you see the price by January? Would you buy now or wait? Thanks. If the Bitcoin does go down to the 13 to 15K, like a lot of us expect it to, OMI is probably going to go down a little bit as well. So, I mean, if that happens, OMI goes from 0.00125 to 0.00105, maybe. I don't know. There is a lot of buy pressure down there. Going to be a ton of buy orders. If I had 100K right now, most of it would go into OMI right now. Knowing that short term, it'll probably go lower. I would rather have it now and it go down, at first, as opposed to, I'll wait for it to go down and then I miss it on the way down and suddenly it's not down here again. I have to buy it more expensive. I'd much rather buy it here right now. Justin says, not my fridge. Yeah, I know it's not my fridge. But that's not financial advice, Mr. Hamilton. That's just what I would do. Dive Judge says, the Veve logo utility is very awesome, but I can't be traveling to USA 3 times a year for a con. 4 times. Oh, so that'll just be the London once a year, unless OMI is $1. Yeah, so here's where renting comes in. If you can't get there, rent it for $100, because most likely that 1 out of 500 physical, or 460, because I keep 40, 1 out of 460 physical is probably going to go for over 100. So somebody gets that, they sell it for 200. I think that's where renting comes in. Dive says that was not people asking about the Veve logo. Yeah, there was a lot of people asking about the Veve logo. Oh, Jerry Claus, no, the kid died. Jesus. I don't know, Google before. It was Willow Grove Air Show in 81 or 80. Damn, it was 81. So it says, who's seen the Reno Air Show crash? I have not. I don't know if I want to. That sounds horrible. Ooh, my body. We're going to go back because my body, it burns. I'm going to go to my phone. I'm going to eat a little something and then go to the gym, and maybe I'll be back later. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do a normal video. Video probably would have been better. Fully stuffed DiGiorno pizza. I can't eat it, but it sounds great. Yeah, all right. So that's it, everybody. Thank you all for being with me. I will talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.